The first men. Enigma after enigma. Tracing the origin of the settlement of Therianor is like tracing the path traveled by a drop of water as it joins a river, and then trying to locate it in the sea. An impossible task that this historian has proposed among many others, but that is the life of the historian, and only the greatest among the greats is capable of elucidating it, of uncovering the enormous mystery that the origin of time entails, the origin of men and the beginning of Therianor. When I began this search on the shelves of the great library of Librarian, I couldn't go very far in the past. To my surprise, the oldest texts referring to the first settlers directed their attention to two places. What we now know as Punta Aurea and an undetermined place far to the north that appears with the name of Milarakai, which from what I have discovered, in the Alanta language means the light we see. Since my search in Librarian was unsuccessful, I had to go to Eragmador, hoping to find some information there, and to my surprise the same thing hit my face, the Golden Point and the Milarakai. What a terrible pain overwhelmed me until a Nod storybook came into my possession. I actually took it without permission from the shrine of Eragmador, but I know that you are not going to betray me with the Red Order. The interesting thing about that ramshackle compendium is that it contains stories. Yes, stories from times when Eragmador didn't even exist. Stories from those first settlers of the Central Kingdom. I'm not going to lie to you, it was incredibly difficult to read the texts because they were written in the ancient language, but I managed to unravel almost complete texts on the origins of Eragmador. My surprise was greater when, having scrutinized this book completely, I came to a conclusion that at the beginning I had not taken into consideration. The origins went back to the Alantas, the Minas, and the Serps. Although in those stories they called them in other ways, I managed to understand that they were referred to by the references and by what we know of the War of the Aeons. Here I found another problem. I had to immerse myself in what is known about the Alantas, the Minas, and the Serpes, and to my surprise, not even the popular tales were of any help to me. I had to go to the source itself, and the only ones that believes are still alive are the Alantas. Behold, at first glance my search had been unsuccessful, but soon I will have the courage to send an expedition to the Golden Point and Milarakai. Of course I will not go because I am not a man of the field. I do not even know how to take a sword. I just hope that my patron wants to pay for these expeditions. Letter to Ildra, Librarian, by Belater the Historian.
Si nuestro trabajo te ha gustado, no olvides darle like y suscribirte para recibir notificaciones de nuestras próximas historias. Si quieres apoyar nuestro proyecto editorial, puedes seguirnos en Patreon o apoyar en forma directa mediante Flow en los links de la descripción.